Okay, nice. Episode 13 on our grand campaign here. And right now, we have been playing as the Russians on this grand campaign. And it has been a thing of beauty. So I'm going to pull up
Sega.
the chat here. Do a quick sound check. Perfect. So hopefully our friend Ramonko shows up today. I'm still convinced that's why we lost that first battle against the Maratha Confederacy that day, because he wasn't with us, giving us good luck. So we gotta load this autosave because something happened at the end of our live stream, our last live. It kind of cut out a little bit. The game kind of crashed, which it'll do that every so often. We've been pretty fortunate. We've only had a couple of crashes so far. So this is an autosave, so it's at the end of the turn. So we'll just end turn. And I think all we were working on was just slight consolidating and then continuing our push. Alright, now they did nothing. Oh yes, I remember. We were just about to take Hanover at the end of our last episode. So we'll leave that spy there. We don't really need him. He can just hang out there. We do have a new town. Actually, 2 new towns. So let's go with religion and some craft workshop. Trade route rated. The Venetians. Oh! That's right. Venice finally dumped off their army here. And unfortunate for him, we were actually working on healing up this group here. How many artillery do we have? 3. He also has 3. Let's build another artillery, and we have no cavalry in here. Let's get a Strutsky. And over here, get another Pandor. That's what we're working on there. So that's right, we were working on building up our Ottoman forces here. Build that up. Okay, enemy raid. Not concerned about that. Enemy raid, that's fine. Construction report. Persia, and Denmark. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So let's save. Okay, so now we're caught up where we were at right when the previous episode just cut out. So we can defend against that. we're going to bring these 2 new units we just built, which are very good units. I'm going to start bringing them up to finish off Austria. And Austria is on the move now. They've taken back Prague. I'm sorry. So we're all good here. This spy, come over here. Keep an eye on Prussia. Okay, we have no trade route down here, thank goodness. Actually, we do a little bit. Why? Because of this building. Well, thankfully, most of our trading partners were able to trade via the land route. That's the way to go. Because, and we have very good ministers right now. This is definitely the time to push forward. Okay, our army of Anatolia. So that's our battles this turn, is our army of Anatolia is working towards Mesopotamia. Perfect. So we're going to take Hanover. And then we need to start getting some defenses in Persia. Let's not build that building just yet. First thing we need to do is heal. We've got the artillery healing up. We have the line infantry healing up. Get our Korotsky's up. We might be able to heal the whole army here. Cavalry are a little bit expensive to heal. So you don't want to be too willy-nilly. Okay, everybody is healing here, so you just stay there. Next turn we're going to build these 2, or repair these buildings. That'll cost 800, 3,200, about 4,000 altogether to repair the buildings in Persia. And we actually have a university. So now that we have a university, let's have Tehran build Saket Bayonet. And when Moscow is done researching steam engine, yeah, Tehran will be our military researcher now. So the only battle this turn really is the siege of Hanover, or the destruction of Hanover, because that's all they have. So let's save there. Beautiful. And Denmark has plenty of Gorodskis in there to defend. Even if they have a rebel army, that's still enough. And that church will be ready next turn. See, that college is kind of... These 2 colleges, Tehran and Odense, one in Denmark and one in Persia, they're kind of hurting our happiness dramatically in those 2 regions. But I think those 2 regions will keep them. We can keep it under control because we have a large enough force in the area, if that makes sense. Yeah, having a good navy is something that you really want to... I mean, that's just me. In this game, I found on the campaigns I've played, I've found it's either good to be have an amazing navy or just have no navy. You know, having a half navy is not the best option. See, Prussia has no navy. So the 6 rates that we do have, which is a total of 5 of them, is already vastly superior than to whatever Prussia has. See, Great Britain's 4th rates over here are just... They just have a navy that just goes on forever. But alas, we'll just bring our 6 rates right here in the Baltic Sea and just have them sit. If we do end up building a navy, it will be down here. We'll build a strong navy down here if we end up like we want to conquer all of Europe. So, on to Hanover. See, the moment we destroy the country of Hanover, I have a high probability that United Provinces is going to say, declare war on us. If that makes sense. So, his forces have seen a little bit of action. They've kind of whittled down a little bit, but he still has a full stack. But we are pretty much 100%. We're just shy a few units. And this is our good army right here. This isn't like a half army. This is the army that destroyed Sweden. It's the best army that we have. The good news about our episode today is it is going to be a long one. Okay, getting a little bit of deployment here. That is all of our artillery. He does have a star fort, which is his doom. Because, if you remember, we are professional star fort destroyers. Destroyers. Can't even speak English. We have a very good tactic for taking on star forts, is what I'm trying to say. See, we've been doing just fine this campaign, and we haven't even been doing any of the military researches, like the square formation, wedge formation, diamond formation, you know, upgrading all of our military tactics. Beat technology in this game. Always. Now, you're going to need canister shot, because without that, this game can be very difficult, especially if you're playing on hard. Okay. Artillery, take that wall down. Nice opening volley there. That's beautiful. He does have one artillery on the outside. So let's see. We'll leave him alone. I'm not concerned about him. We'll leave him alone until we get closer. Closer! That makes me think of this one game I used to play back in the day. This one character would always say, closer! And I'm not even going to mention that game by name, because that is old game right there. I'm sure everybody gets tired of watching me play the really old games anyway. But we are going to finish our Icewind Dale playthrough when I finish this campaign here. I kind of put it on the back burner because this one is getting a lot of comments on this game, so far so good. To get that wall taken down sooner rather than later. Okay, they're having terrible targeting issues. I'm not sure what's going on here. Alright, let's just target. How about we just target right here? Alright, everybody's moving up a little bit. The Gorotskis. As soon as that wall comes down, our artillery is going to get moved up. Go. Perfect. Alright, Gorotskis are going to move up to cover the artillery, if that makes sense. Same with this line of infantry. Move him here. The thing now is to watch out for his cavalry while you're trying to get your artillery in position. That's the trick. Because some of our biggest casualties have been that getting in place and him just rocking us. That is really spread out right there. I feel like we're gonna separate it into two. We're gonna have a forward section that's a little closer and one that's a little back. But we'll get them up close in position the way we want. This line infantry is going to be key when engaging a star fort, because they love to flank. And he just took out one of our units there. Who did that? One of these cannons. We can fast forward a little bit here. He's not making any movement. So we're going to speed it up till we get in position here. And now he's on the move with the cavalry here. Okay, you two deploy. This Gorotsky can pull back. Can deploy. Move the general up. Yeah, we're getting into position now here. Ah! He just took a hit right to the face. Okay, now this Gorotsky can move back. And you two line infantry can line up right here. Perfect, we are in position. Why did you deploy like that? That is not good. Other than that one cannon positioning really sideways there. But I think he only did that because he was kind of getting attacked at the time we were about to deploy him. Okay. You see his cannon up there? It is really just wrecking our artillery there. For whatever reason. Okay, that's it. This cannon up here, don't ask me how they're doing that, but that cannon has just got laser scope on it, and it is just wrecking our artillery. This cannon right here, this one is, single cannon is just decimating our line of artillery. So we've got to take it out. I've got these guys targeting him. Nice. Alright, switch to cannon fire. Take that out. He ain't trying nothing funny yet. A good enemy computer on hard, they usually try to flank you over here pretty bad. Or over here. Go back and watch our... when we took over Stockholm. That battle is like a perfect example of how the computer tries to defend this far. Oh yeah, we're going to destroy that wall. Okay, they've finally come off that cannon for a minute. Either way, we're still going to destroy that wall. We'll fast forward a little bit here. Keep an eye on everything. While he's not coming out yet. Okay, stop firing. Okay, stop firing. Now this force here, here's what we're going to do. As soon as we unlimber, he's going to start charging out. I've got a pretty good feeling about that, because they do like to do that. So all we do is deploy again. Okay, you are retarded. Our artillery is not cooperating on this. Okay. Now they deployed in a much nicer fashion there. See, now we can take this artillery and move it up. This half will cover him. Gorotsky up. Definitely move the Gorotsky up. Oh, we got him. Ha 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 ha. So the only casualties we really took was we took a little bit of artillery casualties, but that's not an issue. They're not too terribly expensive to heal. Oh yeah, we are just owning this guy. We can speed this up a little bit. Stop firing. It's kind of funny when you speed it up how fast it can be. Okay, now we might have to do the bait tactic where we put a unit in there to bait them to come out. And then blast them. We actually can take that artillery out. He's not coming out. It's kind of odd. A horse, artillery. Okay. We're going to bring all of our units in there. Two Gorotskis. Come over here. And these 5 line infantry will come in here. And this cavalry, we'll go ahead and bring him over here to get ready to take out that artillery. And this cavalry, honestly, we can bring him up to take out that artillery. So let's have you go ahead and attack that artillery. And this guy's coming out the gate. I wonder what he's going to do. Oh yeah, they didn't even get a shot off. Decimated. Okay, this... I wonder what this cavalry here is doing. You 3 attack him. This cavalry come up here. Gorotskis attack the artillery. Line infantry line up. This cavalry is going to make a run for that artillery. And I think we've got him under control. These guys are going to help fight too, in case that artillery gets, in case that cavalry gets in trouble. Oh, so much for the nation of Hanover. They just got destroyed. With very little casualties on our side. Beautifully played.
Приготовить войска к бою!
Okay, so we have just destroyed Hanover. They are done for.
Я ваш покорный слуга. Что пожелаете?
So we'll have to repair that next turn. And I did just notice that in this dockyard owned by in the Denmark region, we are able to build 4th rate ship of the line. So we're going to bring our 6 rates up to here. And we're going to start building a navy out of there, which will be nice. We are only 10 regions away from beating world domination playing as Russia. Okay, now we need to defend against this force. We have 3 armed citizens and 5 Gorotskis against his 1 cavalry, 1 artillery, and 2 line infantry. I can't remember if this region has any city walls or not. It might not. So if it doesn't, we're going to have to be very careful on where we place our command unit. We can't just charge him into the fight. So Austria has awoken, and they have declared war on us, and this is our first engagement in this entire grand campaign we've been playing against Austria. So we do not have city walls here. So this is our command unit. Let's put him a little bit behind the ridge here. And the 4 Gorotskis, let's put 2 Gorotskis on the flank and our 3 armed citizens right in the center. Strong units on the flanks and weak in the center. And he is moving towards us, believe it or not. So let's let him come to us. This is going to work in our favor. Pull the command unit a little bit behind that ridge. We don't want the artillery to take him out. So the moment our armed citizens get a volley off, we're going to charge in with our Gorotskis. And we'll slow down the we'll slow down the speed once the engagement starts. Okay. Steady. 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 Aim. Fire. Okay, now we move in for the kill. Gorotski's on the flank. Just have the armed citizens keep pelting them. Okay, melee, charge. You 2 armed citizens, melee, charge the cavalry. and these Gorotskis charge that line infantry. Beautiful. This is our land. Nice. Nice. Okay, this cavalry's retreating. So focus on the light infantry. He's retreating too. Okay. Charge him in the rear. Surrounded. Oh, the Gorotskis, I'm telling you, don't sleep on them. Wow, we have completely decimated this line infantry. No, you stay back. Alright, now we attack the... Now we're going to attack the artillery unit. Oh, he's getting scared now. He's getting scared now. Wow, the armed citizens are angry. I figured the Gorotskis would lead the charge. Oof. I'd like to see you do that to the Gorotskis. Nice hit. This Gorotsky right here. Nice block. Man, that guy is good. This one right here. Nice block, man. He is. Oh, nice hit. Swing and miss. I'm really watching this guy right here. Nice. Oh yeah, they're done for. Nice defense. That was a beautiful defense. Dude, the art, don't, man. If you ever play as Russia, the Gorotskis are, you look at the stats, and they just completely surprised me. Because looking at the stats, I'm like, oh, these guys are weak. Just some weak starting melee unit. No, my friends. The Gorotsky are a force to be reckoned with. They are dangerous in numbers. Okay, United Provinces wants a trade agreement. Yes, I'll accept. The more trade agreement, the better. Some nations you play as, you can really be friendly to everybody and get a crazy trade economy going. But it's key on having a navy. Okay. Here's where it comes. We're going to save. This is where attacking the Maratha Confederacy can get you, because they just have army beyond army beyond army. We defeated a large force here in Persia, and right off the bat they have this veteran army, a lot of veteran units, with a very high star general coming in to attack us. And our force hasn't even had time to heal up yet. It's still battered and beaten. But this is a defense. And we know Persia has city walls. So I have a high confidence on us being able to hold our first foothold in the Maratha Confederacy territory. Because this is our First territory we took away from them. And they own the entire of India and Afghanistan region. So, we're going to see how well we can defend against the Maratha Confederacy here while we hydrate and prepare for battle. Okay, we only have 4 artillery, and they're kind of beaten down too. So we do have an opening over here. There's already a breach. Okay, this is going to be the plan. The artillery here at a bit of an angle, so we could cover this. We could be able to cover all of this, and we'll have some elite units protecting the flanks. So as far as, honestly, I'd actually like them right here to kind of cover that flag. That would be the best. I take that back. Put them about right here, covering the flag. We're going to stack Gorotskys back here. We're going to have Gorotskys here. The general back here. This weak cavalry, just put him here. The 2 Tatar units, place them behind the artillery. And our 2 large line infantry units, place them like so. Perfect. Okay, now we have 2 Streltsky. I'm going to keep them over here, because every time the enemy captures the flag, these guys are going to get it back for us, if that makes sense. So the rest of these are line infantry. So let's put these 2 over here. These 4 over here, like that. Actually, no, 3. 1 is going to be right here, facing this gate, flanked by Gorotskys. Now this Gorotsky will be back and forth. He'll be able to come over here and support these infantry if they get in trouble. Same with this Gorotsky. And this cavalry will be a sweeping type unit here. Same with this. We'll use him for charges. Okay. Okay, he is starting behind us and to the right. However, once he starts to climb the wall, I have a feeling that he's going to sense that there's a breach, and he's going to engage in that direction. Okay, change of plans. He's attacking that wall with his artillery. So this artillery, let's take the Gorotskys and have them man the walls here. Just temporarily. We'll bring them back down. So right now, the way the computer could really ruin our idea here is if they just take all their units and just climb over the walls here behind us. But the breach up here in this wall, they're sensing that. They see, oh, okay, there's a gap in the wall. So that's where I feel as if the majority of the units are going to come through is here. There's going to be some stragglers coming up on the walls that we can defend. And he is trying to shoot this wall down. But we have that area pretty well covered. So this is going to be a difficult battle. And why are the Gorotskis taking so long to get up on that wall? Get up there. Alright, man that cannon. Oh my goodness. Because some of you are still back there. They're kind of getting a little finicky on their movement. This one's getting up there, but this one is just being retarded. I don't know what his problem is. We might have to pull him down and have him go back up again. Okay, still looking good. You are not manning the cannons. Do Gorotskis not man the cannons? Am I mistaken on that? Oh, finally, you're kind of hung up on that ramp there. Okay, Gorotskis, now is your time to shine. Okay, now that you're over here, get back up on that wall. Whoa, hold on now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop firing. I do not want you to fire at will. That could have been bad. I mean, it's good that you got a shot off, but not exactly how I want you to be. Okay, now the Gorotskis are getting up there. Let's go. Let's go. What's wrong with this unit? Oh yeah, you're tired because you kept having to go up and down the stairs. Okay, he's got these guys under control. Barely. We got to remember that he has veteran units here. These aren't rookie units he has. These are all veteran. Okay, stop firing. That's good where you're at. Okay, do you have him under control? What's going on? Okay, I feel like we might need to pull him up there. Our unit will fight to the last man, though. There you go, we got this guy. Our buckwheat. Alright, get up there. Hand to hand. We've just gotten a little bit weaker on our right flank there. Maybe a little bit too. There you go. Alright, finally got the Tatars in range there. Alright, pull them back. Artillery. Fire on the unit in the back. Our flag's still good. We're not too concerned about our flag. Alright, you Pull the Gorotskis back down. Line infantry, pull them back down. He's not going to attempt our rear wall anymore. Alright. Artillery fire here. We've still got plenty of time to recover our flag. Alright, come on, reload, reload. Don't let those warriors get close to artillery. Fire! Fire now! Fire now! Fire! Nice. Target that one. Perfect. Beautiful. Whew. That was close. Okay. Line up. We did lose a Gorotsky unit completely. The Gorotsky that was here defending the wall, he has been completely annihilated, unfortunately. But we held our rear wall. So this is this unit's time to shine here. He's going to come over here, and we're going to use him. Okay, this line infantry, stay there. Artillery, stop firing. Cavalry, recover that flag. Tatar unit, pull back slightly. The Tatar doesn't have much ammunition, so... Okay, flag has been reset. So pull him back. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. We've got this battle well in hand. And we only lost one unit of Trotsky. Uh-oh. Cavalry charge. Take him down, take him down! Fire! Okay, that's okay, that's okay. Easily can recover that. Man your guns. Only this unit got knocked off his gun. But we got him back on the gun now. Nice, nice. Nicely done. He's got a couple. He does have a camel gunner unit. Ooh. He has 2 camel gunner units. Those units are not to be fooled around with. I got a feeling this might have been his best army. Okay, stop firing. Let them get in range. You start pulling up a little bit. You 2 line infantry can actually come over here, and this line infantry can come over here because it doesn't need to protect our rear anymore. Well, I gotta keep a better eye on the chat. I apologize. The Gorotsky will protect the cannons on the rear. Alright, recover the flag while that line infantry gets into place. Perfect. Timer's been reset. You pull back here. That's nice. Okay. Artillery, take a break. Take a breather. Okay, he has 2 camel gunners, a camel nomad, a general unit, and 2 artillery, 3 artillery, and another camel unit hiding way back here. If this camel unit wasn't back here, we would engage these 2 artillery units with our cavalry, which we might still do. We have 23 on this cavalry, 15 on this one, and 9 on this one. And we have a Gorotsky. The Gorotsky could attract their fire, but he's kind of damaged a little bit, so he'll be slightly shaken when he leaves the building. Let's take these guys are pretty full health. Let's take all 3 of these. This Gorotsky will cover the flank. We're going to take these 3 line infantry and these 3 cavalry out the city walls and engage these 2 artilleries here. And the moment we start coming out, he might try to charge in with these camel units. So we're going to play that by ear. First thing, bring out the line infantry. And then the cavalry. So I have a feeling we're going to walk out the gates here, and then he's going to come in with those camel units on the north end of the city. But we've defended this very well. Nice kill zone here. And you can see how easy it would have been for him to... If we didn't play that perfectly, he could have easily taken the city. That was a good army he had. And still has. It's not quite over yet. Alright, let's start moving towards the artillery here. These cavalry units stay slightly on this downslope. They might be safe. And let you 3 get closer. That cavalry might start moving. He did make a breach here finally. The camel gunners are weak in melee combat, but their range capabilities are devastating because they have like extra range and they can shoot over the heads of infantry. So they have nice abilities. I'd like to be somewhere where I could actually see in case he makes a move. That camel unit's still sitting there. Okay, he's bringing up his general unit, which is not good for us. But our 3 infantry here I'd have them run. Cavalry, run up. This is going to be key right here. He is still using regular cannon fire, so that's his mistake. Alright, I need you to target that general, actually. And you need to target that camel unit. Okay, that's a mistake. Get out of there. Don't charge in there yet. Okay, we've made a slight error here. Nevertheless, we got that camel unit. You two target the general. We need that light infantry to take that general unit out. He still hasn't moved, okay. So we've got this camel unit under control. Now shoot that general. Come on, light infantry. Don't worry about the artillery. Just target the elephants. Nice, nice. He's pulling back a little bit. Okay, now he's using canister shot. Now we have to take out that artillery. Charge that elephant unit. This is it. We surround him. Okay, everybody charge that elephant unit. Come on, take him down. Take him down. That elephant unit has just got massive HP and morale. Okay, he's buckling. We've got him. Eliminate him. We only lost one cavalry. That's beautiful. Now run him down. This cavalry back here. Run down them guns. Where's this other guns? They got eliminated. Yeah, you take it. Eliminate that. Nice. Ooh, oh, wait. He charged in with camel nomads. Okay. These two Tatar units come up. We weren't paying attention. But for good reason, we were really focused on that battle out there. Ooh, the Gorodskis really held their own right there. Alright, you two switch to melee. Chase that camel unit down. Everybody else, move up. And general unit, come hang out with the artillery. Okay, so these two Tatar units are fresh. We will use them. He's coming this way, isn't he? Sure enough. Alright, Podolsky, we might need you one more time. Alright, all this line infantry, we're going to move them out here to take on that camel gunner and that artillery. This is a camel. That is a camel gunner unit. Okay. This could be trouble. These guys are coming up, though. So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to put you on fire at will. Hold your ammunition for just a moment. Alright, have the Gorodskis charge out there. And the Tatars come out there too. How about here? Alright, these two cavalry. Have them come out there. Alright, Gorodskis charge! And the two Tatar units are going to line up and fire at will. The poor Gorodskis. Nice. Nice. Charge! That charge was weak. Alright, you two cavalry gotta come in there. Gorodskis, get in there. We're just gonna have to surround them with our beaten units here. Alright, you line infantry need to hurry up and get out the city wall. Charge! Nice. Nice swipe. Okay, one camel gunner unit down. And this infantry got out here just in time to take out that artillery. Alright. Yeah, run him down. No mercy. And we lost another Gorodsky, unfortunately. We didn't lose him, he's just retreating. Tell you what, the cavalry has played a key role in this battle. All he has left is a camel gunner. This cavalry's going to eliminate that artillery. This last unit. Wow, this was a long battle. Long defense of Persia, but we've held it. Archer. I'm about to make a decision here. Oh, he ran so quick. Do you see how quick he ran? I was hoping he got lucky. Computer got lucky there. He got to keep that unit. Wow, that was amazing defense right there. That was his. That had to been one of his better armies. Definitely one of his armies that was able to help conquer India, because he had a lot of veterans in that army. Oh, that was bloody. That was bloody, but we did get some much needed experience. Especially our cavalry and the Gorodskis. But alas, we did lose a Gorodsky in that fight. Whew. And Persia has held. Another missionary. The religion in Rumelia is coming up. And another missionary over here. So now we are getting a plethora of missionaries here. New town in Armenia. Armenia is in need of... Religion's okay. Armenia is under control, so the new town Just have them build a craft workshop. Trade route. Yeah, count your days on. Okay, Bosnia, Moldavia, and Serbia. That's our Austrian front. And Persia is the only area that's not happy. So that's very good. Okay, first thing we need to do... Wait, who's that? Oh, that's a grenadier. We can't build Gorotskis, but we can build Dragoon. So let's get a line of infantry. Get this army filled up here. Oh, they were in the process of repairing when he attacked us. So we'll have to repair again. We need to repair you and you. Get that city up to snuff. We need to get Persia up to snuff. Because he does have another army down here. This army... Ugh, those howitzers. This army will be a lot easier to handle than the one we just fought. But those howitzers are... Okay. Repair that. We're about to take on Mesopotamia there. I'm finding myself saving often after I crashed yesterday. Okay, so the battles for this turn is... Our army of Anatolia is going to conquer Mesopotamia. He's trying to flank us, come up with this raiding party. Oh, these leveled up Gorotski's got that under control. We never did get around to repairing this army here. These guys are really veterans. This is one of our starting armies that ended up here. Okay. This force is ready, I think, to go on the offensive. You've got that under control. There is no issue here in Moldavia. So right here, this army is lacking some line infantry. Straight up. So what we're going to do is not repair the foundry just yet, because we need to get to another line infantry build here. Because Austria is at war with us and Venice has a large army here. So my plan is this army to come up here, destroy this Austrian or this Venetian army, and then take Croatia. And then we'll hold that while our Gorotskis in this region will take these two areas, which I think might not be an issue. But we're going to take that Croatia away from Austria. Now, everything good here. We do have, oh yes, this will be perfect. This will be our leaders for this army. You cannot build artillery here though. And we're going to need at least 2. So next turn we're going to have to build 2 artillery here to add with these gentlemen. So
Что еще я могу для вас сделать?
So you actually just stay right there. And I think we're going to add our taxes up next turn too. Let's put you in the port. Denmark is under control. Hanover's fine, leave it there.
Да, милорд.
You spy here,
Жду
and you
указаний.
spy over
Отправляюсь.
here.
Никто не заподозрит.
Just keep an eye on things. And this army is still in beautiful health. So we're not at war with anybody right here just yet. Because that's our ally, Poland, Lithuania. And it borders United Provinces who we're not at war with. So he can just rest for the moment. So right now, we haven't really been pushing the tax up. But I think for 1 or 2 turns, we're going to have to get some extra funds in here. And it's going to make a lot of people angry. I don't like how that makes Moscow angry. Wow, that does make them angry. But that brings us in some much needed funds for next turn. So let's go with that. Any diplomacy we can do? No. We could sell technology. Or we could trade it. Don't know why the Pueblo Indians have naval architecture advances, but we could trade them. He's going to give us some gold, even better. Perhaps we should try this with the other Indian nations too. What will they offer us in return for our technology? Okay, he's not cooperating. Okay, enough of that. Alright, save. And end turn. Oh, he's got another army? No, that's nothing. So, this might be his last army that we have to deal with for the moment. Because we can see all the way to over here, and he doesn't have anything. So, Maratha Confederacy, this is their last army here. We are beaten, battered, and broken. But we made a foothold into his territory. Oh yeah, we've got to take on Mesopotamia. What's wrong with me? I almost forgot the battle for this turn. Let's go. Oh my goodness, that's a pushover. Oh yeah, we smoked that. And we didn't even have to engage, we auto-cucked it. Okay, once we get Syria, the constant raiding from the Ottomans will finally die down. So we do have money now. Now that we have funds. Repair that. Repair that. It's gonna crash. We called it. Thank goodness that we've been saving often. Thank goodness we've been saving often. So we're not going to end the stream. We'll get right back into it. But you know, somebody had commented on a live the other day. They had said, they sent a comment. They said, yeah, man, if you're playing as Russia, man, it really crashes a lot when you play as Russia. And I found that kind of weird, but that's what he said. So we just come back into it. Not an issue. Perfect. So we lost nothing. And I wonder where everybody's at on a gorgeous Saturday night. It is a little earlier than we usually play. Yeah, thank goodness we saved, because man, Russia be crashing on you.
Sega.
And I've never really had too many crashes in this game in all the time I've played it. It'll be nice to finish off the Ottoman Empire, man. That is one of our OG enemies. They have been at war with us since the beginning. They're actually the only one that's still left that was at war with us from the beginning. So, we're going to repair that. We're actually going to put our policy back down. We don't want to upset. We put our nobility up a little bit, but we'll put it back down next turn too. So we can go ahead and repair that. Repair that. And now take Mesopotamia. Now on the first auto-calc, we only lost 80 men. This time we only lost 40, even better. Okay, repair here, and here, and here. Just repair it all. Perfect. And we're gonna have to build some dragoons. Dragoons are so expensive, though. Unless we can get a bunch of Korotskis down here. Because Georgia can build 2 at a time. Georgia and Georgia can build Korotskis. Dagestan can build Korotskis. We're going to need to build some Korotskis out up there to bring them down to help police this area. So end turn. And, oh, he's going to that college, that's right. That's one of our gentlemen. So we survived another turn without United Provinces declaring war against us. Thank goodness. Because we are like 10 regions away from beating this Russian grand campaign on hard. It has been a bear. I think the reason Poland-Lithuania was able to stay strong for so long is because we kept Sweden in check from the get-go. Moscow has new roads, good. New town in Mesopotamia, perfect, okay. They are all Islamic. Mesopotamia has a university. Oh, yeah. Okay, we don't want that. Get rid of that. We got 4 colleges, that's enough. We're more concerned with keeping the people happy at this point. So right here, we're going to build a church to start off with. This army, heal this army, and we're going to recruit a few dragoons for this army. Yeah, the dragoons will help us chase them down, and eventually we'll use them in Egypt. Dagestan, build some Gorotskis. Georgia, build some Gorotskis. Because these 5 Gorotskis that are in Georgia are going to come down here to Mesopotamia to be a police force, if that makes sense. Rebellion in Persia. At least they're close. And Mesopotamia's not happy. Okay. So we're going to take care of this region first here. So these Gorotskis are coming down to be a police force. This army's healing up. Recruit some dragoons to add to this army. And once those Gorotskis get down here next turn, this army is going to make a dash for Syria in the hopes of finishing off the Ottoman Empire, who is now down to only 3 territories. And Persia, we just had a rebellion. Okay, there is a religious thing here that's messing us up. So we've got to find where it is. It's up there. Yep. Burn that church. Burn that church down. That is not our state religion. Okay. Now we can work on healing up this army. Fully. Perfect. So that army is on its way to be fully healed. In the meantime, recruit 5 dragoons. Alright, happiness. Turn it down a little bit. Policies. Okay, this region's under control. Georgia has no garrison force. However, they're about to have 4 Gorotskis. Armenia is surprisingly happy. So let's take 1 Gorotsky over there. Another one out and see what it looks like. Still happy. Beautiful. You can head towards the Middle East. Okay, now we work on our Austrian frontier. We have 0 funds. It's almost got me thinking, should I really build all them dragoons in Persia? Because we could just build the problem is they're so expensive to upkeep. And I feel like if we just had standard militia, they'd be cheaper. Even the hand mortars are kind of cheaper. Let's do this. Let's do 1 dragoon and 4 militia. And then the next turn we'll do the same thing. 1 dragoon and 4 militia. And that'll give us a substantial force too to defend against any rebels. Put our artillery in there. And we'll copy that again the next turn. We'll copy that. 1 artillery, 1 dragoon, 3 militia. And this down here times 2 will be what is stationed in Persia. Hopefully that rebel army just does some raiding and doesn't bother our main army here. Okay, you're waiting for the Gorotskis to come down. Perfect. And the Austrian front and up here. So we did repair this. Fourth rate costs 1,600. I'm half tempted to disband this entire navy here of 6 rates. Ooh, he's got 3 4th rates. And Great Britain is, ugh. They're ticking me off. Tell you what. Get rid of that navy. Spending money on that navy is not doing us any good. Alright, we'll get Georgia under control. Denmark is... Why are they upset? We've got plenty of Gorotskis here. Okay, we're good up there. Austrian front. This army is ready. Bosnia is actually under control. So a couple of Gorotskis can hold them. This army we're going to use to either fight this Venice army or take Croatia next turn. I'd rather get rid of that army before I take the region, so we'll see what happens over there. Serbia, that's a defense force. Not these two, though. These two need to come connect with that army. The Pandors. That's why I built them. Yes, that'll be perfect. Okay. Bosnia is exposed, but they're building Gorotskis. We were going to build artillery out of here, but that's not going to happen. Way too many Gorotskis in here. So who? Pull out the larger ones. The ones that still have a lot of health. That's barely under control. We might exempt them from tax for a moment. Alright, pull these 2 units out of Moscow up. Nice. I feel like this force here could take Transylvania, provided we take them piecemeal, bit by bit. So Austria's under control. They spent way too much on their navy. They have two large navies, but they only have like 3 regions. So Austria is being goofy here. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. Save turn, and then we're going to end turn. And there will be more battles next turn. And we're doing really good. It's only the year 1736 in game. And we've already almost... we've already almost completed this. We only have 9 or 10 regions left to get. So we have absolutely been smoking this grand campaign here. That rebel army in Persia is going to attack us. They did not. Yes, I'm glad they didn't, because I wanted our units to heal. Oh, that's kind of nice. We have a agent here in Persia. Okay, this force, pull them out to sea. You go in the sea. And we're going to copy that same maneuver. So we'll have double that. And it should help repress. Why is the Hinduism still skyrocketing? Because of this priest, who is probably a leveled up priest. Alright, build a church school. Building, recruitment, Georgia, and Mesopotamia. Okay, so Mesopotamia is not an issue. Next turn, this army will be healed, and we'll take out them Persian rebels. Add that army there. Honestly, we kind of need to take them out here. But we'll wait. We'll see what Maratha Confederacy does. Alright, this army, move out. You get in the city. Ah! Don't have enough move points. That's okay. You need to head towards Syria. March! It's close enough. We have 4 Gorotskis in here, and he's coming up with some camels. That's not good. But that will be interesting if we can defend that. We might. We just might. Nah, better not. Okay, we're good on there. Uh-oh. Where did that army from Venice go? What the heck? It was right here. And it was a full stack. Venice is still alive. So where did their army go? Matter of fact, where did their navy go? We'll worry about that later. Okay, this region's open. This army, we're going to start. Oh, he's stacking it up over here. Okay. He's stacking it up. So we do need some artillery to bring to bear over here. I think that's the closest we can get. You might as well keep building Gorotskis. We'll find that Venetian army in just a minute. You join up our Balkan army here. And all is quiet over here in Western Europe. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll keep it quiet too. Go ahead and heal that army up 100%. And start building some Korotskis. So we don't have to keep our main army stationed there. Alright, policies under control. Slightly. Denmark, what is your problem? Alright. No more attacks on the poor. Moldavia. Start taxing them again. Only get 1,600 income next turn. That's not good, but we need to turn it down. We could trade some of our technology to get some much needed funds. So we wanted him to heal all the way. And right now we're about to take Croatia, waiting on if we can find out where this Venetian army is. Okay. So first, let's try to trade and get some cash here from one of these Indian nations. Payments. Give me 3,000 for all of our technology. Perfect. And we already traded with Pueblo nations. Let's try with Intuit nations. Give them these two technologies. For you give us 2,500. That didn't work. I have no problem selling technologies to these nations in the Americas because we don't have to fight them at all on this playthrough. Okay, you're not taking that trade. What about these two technologies for 2,000? Apparently not. How about this technology for 1,000? $660. We'll take it. At least he negotiated with us. Alright, so we're not getting much income next turn, but we have, you know, 4,000 in the treasury, so we're not going to be bankrupt. And I wanted to get the policy down a little bit, especially the lower class, for at least one turn. And fighting this turn is on our Austrian front. I don't know where that Venetian army went. It just disappeared off the face of the planet. I thought it might be in there. It's not even in there. No point fighting that. That's a pushover. Oh, he went up to Austria. Vienna. That's where he is. But I didn't think he was at war with Austria. Venice, he's allies with Austria. So why is he hiding by his capital city instead of attacking our army? Now we'll have to defend Croatia against him. Okay, that's okay. What's happening here? Oh, he's besieging Hungary. So Austria is not out of the fight. Once we get that artillery coming out of Kiev in Ukraine, get it up with this army of our Korotskis over here, we'll be in good shape. So let's end turn. We're not getting much income this turn, but it'll straighten out. Oh yeah. Okay. He's targeting New Town in Greece. They are in need of religion. That might have been a minister. We'll have to check that. Ankara has been besieged. Okay, wonderful. Now we have to meet him in the open. And Mesopotamia has rebellion. That was fast. Okay. Oh, the Mameluks. Okay. So we're going to have a few battles this turn. We are going to have a few battles this turn. So to start off with, this force is good. Just leave them there. They can control that. You're building the religion. To start off with, our army here is going to attack this nasty force of Maratha Confederacy here before we continue pushing towards this area and Afghanistan. And then we have two rebel armies to deal with. A Mesopotamian rebel army and a Persian rebel army. So there is going to be a lot of fights. This army that we have stationed inside Persia, they're the ones going to deal with the rebels. We'll have them make a... Let's add an additional dragoon. We can't seem to get them happy. Alright. Start this right off with the fight. So this is a nasty army because he's got 4 mortars, those howitzers, and their range is just ridiculous. They have range of double of the artillery. They basically cover the whole map. So the only method to deal with them is to just charge instantly. I just noticed that this army is kind of weak. A lot of their units... Okay, I got a feeling this might have been the first army we fought when we first came in here a couple episodes ago, if you remember. So we're about to find out. Actually, I just got a whole lot more confident on this fight. I couldn't see their unit count before. But now that I see how many soldiers are in each unit, it's not up to full strength. Now, straight up, if this army was full strength, if the enemy army here was full strength, we'd be in for a bear of a fight. Because of his setup. He's got a good setup. But I think we've already fought this army one time. Matter of fact, I think this is the army that we fought that defeated us. Our first major loss, where we had to tuck tail and run. When we first came into Persia for the first time, I think it was this army. And this is what's left after fighting us. They had all this time to heal and they never did. Okay. Hold on. Let's get set up here. General in the back. Cavalry. 3 cavalries. Perfect. 1 ranged cavalry, 2 ranged cavalry. 2 ranged cavalries stacked behind the artillery. 1 Gorodsky. Spread them out back here, along with the general. All of these are line infantry. So these 4 line infantry line up here, and these 5 line infantry line up here. Perfect. And the Gorodsky is just there to cover the general. Probably not going to use them in this fight. This fight's going to be a lot of chasing down, I got a feeling. So, engage. Alright, line infantry. Where is he stationed? Let's go ahead and move up. No. Scratch that. Cavalry, move up. On the flank. Artillery is going to fire on his cavalry. And general unit, come over here. Yeah, let him come to us. We've got him outnumbered. This guy's about to take a beating. Totally devastated. Totally devastated those 2 small cavalry units with our artillery. And our cavalry is slowly sneaking up here in order to take on his... Why are you firing? Interesting. We're going to save our canister shot here for that camel gunners. How does he have everything laid out here? He's got a musketeer unit up here full strength. Of course, his 1 unit that is completely full health, he has up here with his artillery. So we'll bring our Tatar unit up to take them out. Alright. Watch the camel gunners. Watch the camel gunners. Fire. Gone. Totally gone. Oh, that was glorious. Okay, you 2 target him, and you 2 target him. Okay. Stop. Alright, you 2. Pull back. Alright, line infantry, move up. Cavalry, stop firing. Switch to melee, chase him down. Switch to melee, chase him down. And this line infantry, move up here. Like that. And Gorodsky. That's what we're going to do. Our Gorodskis are going to charge straight up here and engage the 6 musketeers here. Sikh musketeers. And when they engage that unit, Then our cavalry over here, which we're going to get ready over here, they'll take out the artillery positions. And our 2 ranged cavalry units will meet up over there. Why are you not running? You can just stop moving. There's nothing you can do. You're too far away. Actually, no. Stay right there. So I'd rather his artillery target this line infantry than target our artillery. Our artillery actually can disengage and move way back here in the corner, maybe. Kowalski's, where are you at? They're moving slow because they're moving uphill. Here's what we're going to do with these line infantry. Charge that position. Cavalry, charge that artillery. All of you switch to melee, charge that infantry. Nice. He moved out of the position in perfect time for our cavalry here to charge. We're doing a pretty good job on not leaving any survivors. Oh yeah, he's about to get surrounded here. I don't know why you're so spread out like that. You're doing good, you're doing good. Got him surrounded. Finish him off. We need to catch up to that artillery unit there. Quickly. Don't let him get away. Where's the red line? I think it's pretty far away. Yeah, it is. Okay, he'll catch up. Matter of fact, you. Beautiful. And then take these 2 cavalry. And they're still engaged. Charge him in the rear. There we go. Now we're running them down. Perfect. No survivors. That's nice. That's real nice. Completely annihilated. I don't think he got anybody to retreat. He had one soldier that got away. That's hilarious. We did lose quite a bit, but we did completely eliminate his army. The Maratha Confederacy, they are a lot stronger than you think. Okay, pull you over here. Heal up. Pull our spy up. I'm hoping this rebel army moves closer to the capital so we can engage him with our force, our garrison force here. Okay, these Gorodskis need to attack him. You move towards Syria. Why are you going that way? That seems like a long way to go. Whatever. Save. Alright, these Gorodskis attack that rebel army there. Really, we only have 5 that we can use, because one of them's our general unit. And we don't want our general unit to be in the mix of things, if that makes sense. Depending on how we feel, whenever we finish this stream, we might get back on later to play a different game I've been thinking about. Okay, this one is our command unit, so keep him in the rear. And this is a pretty straightforward fight because all of our units are the same. So it will be pretty simple to manage. And we're just going to outright charge him. We might use our command unit as a flanking force here. Once we get close, we'll put the charge order in. So you target him, you target him, you target the center, you target him. Now we put them all on run mode. Get over that fence. Just a mass of Gorodskis. Try to chase him down. Chase him down as best as we can. He'll get away though. Unfortunately, this is what kind of... The Gorotskys are not fast. But we did what we could. Let's just let him run off the map. Who knows, we might get this one. He's exhausted. We're just tired. Some of our units are fresh. Some of them are tired. We did a good little smash on him. Not bad at all. Nice. Okay, we can either attack again, or we could actually attack again. We're going to attack this guy one more time. Really try to beat him down to nothing. And then we'll probably cut this stream right there. Because I think we've been going for a little bit. How long have we been going on this game? 2 hours, that's perfect. So that'll be perfect right there. Alright, where are we? Fast forward here a little bit. We're stationed way in the back here. Bet these Gorotskys don't like this hot weather, though. Let's get you past the houses here. Our general unit come on the flank. You gotta be careful with your unit that has the star unit, because that is the unit that has your commanding officer. That's gonna make or break the battle. But this battle's not concerning, because this is our second time beating them up. Okay, you target him. You target him. And this will actually be a little bit easier because we don't have the fence. You start running. You start running here. And once these two catch up, you start running. The charge of the Gorotskys. just smash them. Already retreating. No prisoners. They really ran out of there. It was a very successful stream tonight. Today, we made a lot of progress. Now you'll pull back to the city. Okay. So that's a do-nothing force. Under control. You've got about 2 turns. You'll be in Syria. This army's besieging us. We do need to engage them when we come back from the stream. We actually could bring these guys up. We could build 4. Let's build 3 Gorodskis. And take the 3 with the highest health. And bring them up here to help. And that'll give us 7 Gorodskis to take on that force. So that's under control. Got a large army in Venice that might try to take Croatia from us. Heal that army. And we do have the artillery now. So bring them up. We're going to need them. Meet up with that army. And over here is looking good. Build another Gorodsky. Perfect. We need to put our income up a little bit. So the economy is struggling right now. Oh, because we have a new treasury minister, that's why. He's not as strong as the last one we had. And her trade's doing really good though, honestly. So we'll save there, and that'll be it. We will see everybody on our next live stream on Total War Empire. Peace.